Hi, my name is Jed McKeehan. I'm an attorney at the Hurley Law Firm here in Knoxville, Tennessee. And in our last videos, we've been talking about the start of a lawsuit, the complaint, and filing that and what that document contains. Today we're going to talk about a document that is accompanied with the complaint when you file your lawsuit, and that is a summons. A summons is usually a two-page document, very short document, that has some basic information about the defendant and where they can be found. The purpose of this document is to summon the defendant to court. The defendant is under no obligation to appear in court and defend a lawsuit unless you actually serve them with a copy of the summons and a complaint. So when you go and file your lawsuit with the court, you need to file 3 copies of the complaint and 3 summons. One for you, one for the court, and one for the defendant. And if you have multiple defendants, then you file a copy for each defendant. There are a lot of different rules in the state of Tennessee about the summons and how to serve them and how to get the defendant to appear in court. But I'm going to touch on the very basics today, and that is the different ways, the 2 basic ways you can serve someone and who is eligible to serve a complaint and summons on a defendant. First off, the 2 main ways to serve a summons and complaint are by registered mail and personal service. Now, when I say registered, I mean certified mail, which is when you send something to the post office, you can send it with a green card attached, which requires that the defendant signs for the document, and that card is returned to you, so you can file that with the court and have actual proof that the defendant has a copy of the lawsuit. The second way to do it is personal service. And personal service is something that can be done usually through the court system with a $20 fee. The sheriff's office will serve that complaint and summons on the defendant for you. Also, there are private process servers who that's all they do, is they serve complaints and summonses on defendant if they're difficult to find or they're trying to avoid service. But Tennessee law only requirement on someone to serve a summons and complaint is that 1, they're not a party to the lawsuit, and 2, that they're over the age of 18. So once you get that complaint and summons filed, in our next video we will be talking about what the defendant has to do and what they're required to do after they get a copy of the complaint and summons.